Okay, I thought we might go through the process of colouring these parts, or in other words, rendering those parts. In Creo 5 there's a real-time renderer, which is pretty cool. But the way we work it is we go to each part, and we're going to colour each part, and then we're going to see how it displays in the assembly. Okay, so if we just switch over to the cube, what we can do is we can choose the View tab at the top, and in Appearances we can click on that, and we have a range of appearances down here in the library. We have a bunch of folders. These are the default ones. You can download more of them if you wish, but I don't find I need to. For instance, if I wanted to make my cube metal, I might make it chrome. Choose chrome, and if you hover your mouse over the chrome options, it says chrome appearance representing chrome material, appearance representing brushed chrome, representing chrome plate, representing scratched chrome. Well, I'm happy with the first one, so choose that. And notice it gives you a paintbrush, and you can start going around. You can start selecting individual surfaces and painting individual parts of your individual sections of your part. And when you're happy, you hit OK up here in the top right corner. It's a weird spot for this little dialogue, confirmation dialogue. It sits in the right hand corner, and sometimes you miss it. But what I typically want to do is paint the whole thing in one go. So what you can do is come over here to Cube, the name of the part, click on it, and notice it's selected everything in one go. And then just simply hit OK. And it's changed it to a chrome. Don't forget to hit the Save tool. And now when you switch back to your assembly, what you'll notice is it's applied to each of those cubes. It automatically happens. So now let's switch back to the shaft, and let's change the colour of this, and we might turn that into a sort of like a, I don't know, like a glass perhaps. So let's go to the View tab. I'll choose Appearances. I'll choose these materials, and I might choose from the glass folder. Let's do a frosted glass. And it's giving me a few options here. I'm going to try the green frosted glass. And again, if I want to choose individual sections of that part, I can. Or I can simply click on the name shaft. It selects everything. Okay. Now that it's done that, hit the Save tool, switch back to the assembly file, and you can see it's been applied. Now what would that look like rendered? Well, in Applications, up here in this tab, Creo has a real-time renderer. If you click on that, you can see that it's going to render for you in real time. As you move this around, you'll be able to see that it's sitting on the floor. Zoom in, spin it around, you can see there it's sitting on the floor. About there, it looks pretty good. Zoom out and zoom in, and you can see it's rendering in real time. So every time you move it, it re-renders, and that looks pretty nice. Okay, so stainless steel cubes with glass shafts. And you can see, if you have a look in this hole here, you can just see it's still rendering. It might take a while to completely render, but I'm not going to waste my time waiting for that. One other thing you might want to look at is in the Scenes tab here. You can actually close this first. It'll actually work better. If you go back to View, you can go into Scenes, and you can go to the Edit Scene. And under Edit Scene, you can change the environment, you can change the lighting in the background. You can put your own images in if you wish. Under Lights, you might want to put in a spotlight. So I put a spotlight in, the spotlight gets implemented here. And notice the spotlight has a spot tool, so you can actually focus the light. You can see as I move that, you can see it's shining on this cube here a little differently. You can see the spotlight moving over it. So you can focus the spotlight here, and then you can zoom out, and you can grab this spotlight and you can rotate it around. And as you rotate it, when you get to the extent of its movement, move back toward it, and it'll flip around to the other side of the sphere. So this is like a sphere you're moving around. You can move up to the top, and down, under, up to the top, so you can move this around. If I put a spotlight in there, I can change the intensity of the spotlight over here, and reduce the intensity. I can even choose to change the angle that it's it's shining at. There's a few parameters there you can change. You can show the light if you wish, but we're not going to show the light. And you can hit close. Zoom in. Let's have a look how that looks in the render. You might not notice a difference. It is a little bit brighter. In fact, you can even play around with that in real time. So back to the edit scene, back to lighting, and go on spotlight. And as you change it, notice it's trying to render in real time. So it's actually pretty hard it's a lot of work on the GPU to do this. It's every time you move the light, it has to re-render the scene. So that's why I said it's probably easier to do it when you haven't got the renderer running. Anyhow, that's how you do it. Now, if you wanted to take a JPEG of that, so we can actually close that. If you want to get a JPEG of that, what you would do, you come straight up to here and you can go Save As, and Save As, and you can simply save this as a PNG if you wish. Print that on a color printer or put on your wall or whatever you want to, put it in a magazine, wherever it was you wanted to display it, wherever you want to display it. Yeah, so that's it. Hopefully that was instructive.